question is, how can you separate yourself from everybody around the country? That's the question. How are you going to get noticed? I want to make it to the mountaintop. I had to write down those goals of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve, and I checked them off as I went on in life. And right now, I have an opportunity to play in the NFL, and I will be. And once I get on the team, I'll stay on that team.
This is about as important a time as it gets in their lives. You know, they have to go out there and they have to perform because this is the biggest job interview they'll ever have.
We work, baby, we work, we work. Let's go.
Some of the advice that I've been given to Quentin is don't worry about where you're going to get drafted, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, undrafted free agent. You're going to have to work just as hard to make that roster. Nothing will be given to you.
Best way I can describe Quentin is as a machine.
Let's go. Ooh. There you go.
You have to really want this to be your dream, and you have to be willing to run through a wall if you have to get there. That's what separates the guys who stick in the NFL from guys who might fade away or might not make it.
Faster! Push!
Yeah! Every day we come in and we work, we push each other.
Me and Quentin, we just connect because we have the same vision. We want to be great, and whatever work we have to put in to get the outcome we want, we're going to do so.
Having two guys who are similar positions, coming from the same school, who have known each other, they really push each other to get better.
Grew up in Rochester, New York.
I remember specifically one football camp was finished and Quentin went and he lunged the entire field after the camp was over with, like just did nonstop lunges afterwards. And I was just like, seeing that work ethic on a kid that was so young was just insane.
And at a young age, having to put in that extra work, it doesn't seem like extra work to him now.
From day one, I kind of saw why he was a captain at Rutgers, and I truly believe that any team that takes him going to the NFL is going to get one of the most coachable and hardworking athletes and a great kid for your locker room that you could possibly imagine.
I entered the draft as a free agent and I didn't make it, so I'm kind of like living through him, and I'm on the edge just as he is.
The support system around him is the community of Rochester, and I think it came to a point where there's so many athletes within the Rochester community and a lot of us aren't succeeding, and we see Quentin's opportunity and everybody wants to thrust him into that position. And honestly, I don't think the support of the community was needed for him. You know, he's driven on his own.
Oftentimes teams will laugh with a big smile when I bring up Quentin's name, and they'll tell me Rutgers absolutely loves that kid.
What you see is what you get. He's a great leader. He's a team player.
What I do to prepare for like games and stuff, I listen to certain music to prepare myself, and it's like a build-up. I listen to the opera, then I listen to the R&B, and then I build myself to the hip-hop. It could be rock music.
All day, our football.
You gotta be able to flip the switch. I have my on-field personality, and then I have my off-the-field personality. And they're two different things. Once we're on the field, captains are shaking hands with the other team, then you can let that energy out. Once I'm on the field, I'm just a terror. I'm not gonna play around. I'm locked in.
Quentin didn't get an invite to the Combine, and while that's disappointing, he quickly dismissed it as just another log on the fire.
I remember when the Combine was over, I printed out all the times that everybody ran just for the linebacker group. And I compared my times to my goals or what I wanted to achieve. And my goals were, higher than what they had at the Combine. So when I had my pro day, I exceeded expectation. My pro day was my Combine, and I made sure I performed.
Pressure, it bursts pipes, but it also makes diamonds. And the performance that Quentin put on at the pro day, I think, made everyone realize this is a legit prospect.
What I've noticed more than anything else in the last 2 years of doing this is these athletes are all fast, explosive, strong. They can all cut and change directions. The question is, how hard are you willing to work? How much are you willing to grind? Are you willing to go through the tough times, put your head down, and continue to go even when you're tired, even when you're exhausted?
It is so difficult, and there's such a finite number of players to get to play in the NFL. And the next guys that are right there, that are so talented and have done all the right things, they just want that shot.
All those years previous, he's been preparing for this moment. And so I don't see anything and anyone stopping him from achieving his goal and accomplishing it.
Say I don't get drafted, I'm going to get on the team as a free agent, and I'm going to go on and perform and do what I have to do and make the 53. I'm going to get on the team. There's no doubt I'm going to get on the team. I'm not taking no for an answer.